The world of football is often associated with fame, fortune, and success, but not all players lead lives free of controversy. Some footballers have found themselves on the wrong side of the law, resulting in imprisonment. These cases range from involvement in violent crimes to financial misconduct, shedding light on the stark contrast between their celebrated careers and their legal troubles. Today we want to see a list of footballers who went to prison, but before we start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Number 1, DANI Alves, the Brazilian footballer, went to prison after being accused of sexual assault. The incident reportedly took place in a nightclub in Barcelona on December 30, 2022. A woman alleged that Alves sexually assaulted her in a bathroom at the club. Following an investigation, Alves was arrested in January 2023 and placed in pre-trial detention without bail, as the judge considered there was a risk of him fleeing the country. Alves has denied the allegations, stating that the encounter was consensual. However, the seriousness of the charges led to his incarceration. While the legal process unfolded, DANI Alves was released from prison in March 2024 after posting bail of €1 million. Alves was sentenced to 4.5 years in prison but was granted conditional release while he appeals the conviction. As part of his release conditions, Alves had to surrender his passports and must remain in Spain, appearing before the court regularly. Number 2, George Best. George Best's career was as colorful as it was controversial, and it would be surprising if the Northern Irish legend hadn't spent time in jail at some point. George Best, the legendary Northern Irish footballer, went to prison in 1984 due to charges related to drunk driving, assaulting a police officer, and failing to answer bail. Best, who had a well-documented struggle with alcoholism, was involved in a series of incidents that culminated in his arrest. The court sentenced him to 3 months in prison, of which he served around 6 weeks before being released. Number 3, Robinho. Robinho, the Brazilian footballer, was sentenced to prison for his involvement in a gang rape that took place in Milan, Italy, in 2013. The incident occurred while Robinho was playing for AC Milan. He, along with a group of friends, was accused of sexually assaulting a 22-year-old Albanian woman in a nightclub. In 2017, an Italian court found Robinho guilty and sentenced him to 9 years in prison. Robinho has consistently denied the allegations, but his conviction was upheld on appeal in 2020. The Italian legal system pursued an international arrest warrant and requested his extradition from Brazil, although Brazil does not typically extradite its citizens. As a result, Robinho has not served his sentence yet but faces serious legal repercussions if he leaves Brazil. Number 4, Quincy Promes. Promes, who has played for clubs like Ajax, Sevilla and Netherlands national team, is currently in prison. He was sentenced to 6 years for his involvement in smuggling over 1,300 kilograms of cocaine into the Netherlands. Promes is serving his sentence in the United Arab Emirates, where he has faced harsh prison conditions. He was detained in Dubai and is reportedly being held in a crowded cell under difficult conditions while awaiting potential extradition to the Netherlands or Russia. This imprisonment follows another legal issue in 2023, where Promes was sentenced to 18 months for stabbing his cousin at a family party. Number 5, Patrick Kluivert. Patrick Kluivert, the Dutch footballer, did not serve time in jail, but he was involved in a serious legal incident early in his career. In 1995, while driving his BMW in Amsterdam, Kluivert was involved in a car accident that resulted in the death of Dutch theater director Martin Putman. Kluivert was found guilty of causing the accident due to reckless driving, as he was speeding at the time of the crash. He was sentenced to 240 hours of community service and had his driver's license suspended for 18 months. Although the incident had a significant impact on Kluivert's life and career, he did not serve a prison sentence. Number 6, RENE Higuita, the famous Colombian goalkeeper known for his eccentric style and the scorpion kick, went to prison in 1993 due to his involvement in a kidnapping case. Higuita was a close friend of Pablo Escobar, the notorious drug lord, and got caught up in the criminal activities surrounding Escobar's cartel. Higuita was arrested and imprisoned for 7 months because he accepted money as a mediator in the kidnapping of a friend's daughter. He was paid for helping negotiate the release of the girl, which, under Colombian law, was considered receiving a ransom, a crime punishable by imprisonment. Despite not being involved in the actual kidnapping, his role in facilitating the ransom payment led to his incarceration. Number 7, Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho, the Brazilian football legend, went to prison in 2020 in Paraguay after being caught entering the country with a fake passport. He and his brother, Roberto de Assis, were arrested in March 2020 when Paraguayan authorities discovered that the passports they were using contained false information. Despite being a Brazilian citizen and not requiring a passport to enter Paraguay, Ronaldinho had been issued the fake documents, which raised suspicions. The brothers were initially held in a Paraguayan jail for about a month before being placed under house arrest in a luxury hotel after posting bail of $1.6 million. The legal proceedings lasted several months, and in August 2020, Ronaldinho and his brother were released after reaching a plea deal. They were fined, but no further jail time was required. The incident was a significant departure from Ronaldinho's celebrated football career and brought a lot of media attention.